Liam, it is Friday and we have a Manchester United update for you today. We actually have a lot of updates. I'm going to sneeze. Every time I hit record, I need to sneeze. Wait. Let's just get it out of my system. It's gone. There's no sneeze. It was there, but then I thought, nah, not today. The sun is shining. It is Friday the 4th of July and we are live. Lots of updates today. Lots and lots of updates. As you can see from the thumbnail, has Ruben Amorim found his new goalkeeper? As well as that, we've got an update on Mbeumo. We know about Rashford. We also know about Nico Williams and where he's not going. Rasmus. And a potential swap deal involving Jadon Sancho. So we have lots to get into today. It's only going to be a short video, so I need to get straight into it, basically. Reports out of Brazil are saying that Manchester United are about to make a formal offer for goalkeeper John Victor. He's 29 years old, 6'5", so he is pretty tall when it comes to goalkeepers, and also a Brazilian goalkeeper. He's currently playing his football at Botafogo. If anyone saw him in the Club World Cup, he did all right. They played against Real Madrid and a couple of other teams. They have been knocked out now, but also they didn't concede too many goals. So, yeah, he looks all right. As I said, Brazilian reports have also said that Manchester United have had staff watching the player. So they have been looking at him closely. And Manchester United have also officially inquired about his price, to which they have been told £5.8 million. So not a lot of money at all in comparison to some goalkeepers. And don't get me wrong, obviously I would love a Diogo Costa. I would even take Emi Martinez. I don't think John Victor's going to be that type of goalkeeper. I don't think he's going to come in at number one or be able to come in and command the number one shirt, especially for under 6 million. But if it puts a little bit of pressure on Onana, who knows what, as soon as he has a mistake, or, well, I was going to say when he goes to the AFCON games, but that's quite a while away. I think we're going to need somebody in as our number one by then. So I imagine we'll be signing him as backup with the obvious option of doing well, Onana messing up, and then you take his place. So, yeah, hopefully putting some competition in the mix will give Onana either a chance to sort of actually do well, or he'll just realise that this isn't for me and try find a new club. Another thing about signing a very cheap goalkeeper, if we were going to spend 40-50 million on somebody, that's a lot of our money gone. If we spend 6 million on someone, we could literally pay for John Victor with the money that we're probably going to get from Alanga's sell-on fee. It's being reported we're going to get between 6 and 8 million for Alanga, or for Alanga's move to Newcastle if he goes for 55 or 60. So that could literally buy us John Victor if he's the goalkeeper we want. So if that in turn allows us to potentially spend big on a striker, I'm all for it. There has also been talk of Juventus reaching out, asking if we want to do a straight swap, Jadon Sancho for Douglas Luiz. So that could potentially be our midfield sorted as well. We know we need at least one midfielder. If we can get Douglas Luiz without paying a penny, because we're losing Sancho and also taking Sancho's wages off the books, I feel that would be a bonus for us. Plus the fact that we could get our goalkeeper sorted for 6 million. So that means then we've got a lot more money to play with when it comes to attackers. We can finally get the Mbeumo deal done. And then we can maybe look at a more expensive striker. I think by us buying a cheap goalkeeper and potentially getting a midfielder in a trade deal, we're saving money in two areas that we need to strengthen. And you may argue that someone like Ederson would do a better job in midfield, someone we would have to pay for. And you're probably right. However, if we can get rid of Sancho, I would take any Juventus player. Just to get Sancho off the books and out of a club, as long as it's a permanent deal, I would take anybody. I'd swap him for one of their canteen workers just to get rid of Sancho. Speaking of other departures, it looks as if Rashford to Barcelona could be given a green light a lot sooner now. We know that Barca have always wanted him. He was never their main priority. Their first priority was obviously Nico Williams. After that, Luis Diaz at Liverpool. Both of those have said no. Liverpool have rejected an offer for Bayern Munich and told Barcelona that he's not leaving. Nico Williams today has signed a 10-year deal with Bilbao. So he is staying at his club for an extra 10 years. His release clause has gone up. So it's not the one that Barcelona were going to pay. And it all appears to be because Barcelona and their financial fair play, they just couldn't sign the player. So people online have been saying, well, since Rashford was also an option for them, he potentially jumps up from their third choice to their first choice now, because first and second are gone. There is also talk about whether they would be able to sign him for financial rules, and I think they would. He costs a lot less. I think they were going to pay close to 60 for Nico Williams. I think we'll be lucky to get 35, 40. So for one, he's cheaper, quite questionably as well, like 20 million. And also his wages, he has said he only wants Barcelona and he will take a pay cut for Barcelona. And we also know that the wages that Nico Williams was asking for and would have got were higher than what Rashford is on now at Manchester United. So Barcelona would have been spending a lot of money to get Nico Williams. Now they're not spending that money because they can't. Can they spend some of it on Rashford? We also know that Barcelona only wanted to loan him. Now they're not signing anybody by the looks. They've signed obviously Garcia in goals, but they're not going to be signing Williams. They're not going to be signing Diaz. Could they potentially switch from loaning Rashford to signing him? Give Manchester United some more money coming in. Again, there's a lot happening now. I know we always said July when things get going, but today it seems like there's a lot. There's obviously conversations with Juventus about Sancho and a swap. There could potentially be movements with Rashford going to Barcelona, especially now Nico Williams isn't. Obviously, the goalkeeper inquiries that we've spoken about. There's just a lot going on. We are still waiting to hear from Brentford, in regards to Mbeumo. We wanted him by today, I think. I think today was the original deadline. But we have said we want him by pre-season. We know Amorim is back in Manchester today. Man United have shared him back at Carrington. And to be fair, for him coming back now, imagine how he feels. He left at the end of last season, deflated after the Spurs loss. He had to go on that little 2-game tour. He must have been devastated. But then, in his head, he was always like, when I come back, we're going to have a proper team. We're going to have players. We've literally signed Cunha, kept Bruno, done nothing else. We haven't sold anyone. So all the players he doesn't want in his plans are still there. They're all going to be coming back to training on Monday. We're not going to get rid of anyone between now and Monday. It's Friday, and it's also the 4th of July. We've got American owners. 4th of July is a big deal anyway. They are not going to be signing people this weekend. I cannot see anything happening between now and Monday at the earliest. Maybe a here we go, but in terms of an actual offer, I do not see that happening. So, yeah, Amorim has come back today thinking, well, I got the same lot of players I tried to move on at the end of last season. I've still got Rashford in my team. I've still got Anthony. I've still got Sancho. I've got Garnacho. I've got Onana. I've got Hojlund. Like, they're players that he doesn't want in the team. Malacia, he hasn't even been in Manchester United for how long. He's going to come back. Anthony's going to come back. Sancho's back from Chelsea. Rashford's back from Villa. And they all just come into Manchester to train with the team. Which is bizarre, because Man United have said Ruben Amorim wants pre-season to fine-tune the players to get how they're going to be playing in the season ahead. And we can't do that if we've got the likes of Rashford and Sancho there. They're just, it's not going to be good. It's like when a substitute teacher comes in and you know the people in the class who are going to perform, they're going to act up, and then ultimately the whole class are not learning because they're laughing at this stupid class clown in the corner. That is exactly what it's going to be like at Carrington and on tour. Like, that's going to be like a school trip. Imagine a school trip with those type of people. Imagine it's like an educational school trip where you're going to learn. You've got a big test coming up. Arsenal, first game of the season. You're going on this school trip to learn about a topic, knowing that you've got a test for it when you come back. You're trying to learn. You've got Rashford over there with his, I was going to say bow and arrow. What are they called? Catapult. You've got Sancho over there making paper aeroplanes, throwing them at people. You've got Garnacho sat at the back of a class with a straw, chewing up paper and spitting it at you. You're just not learning. and you know you've got this test coming up, first game of the season against Arsenal, and you're just surrounded by people who don't want to be on the trip. They don't even want to be in the class, but they can't move away because no other schools will take them. That is literally what Amorim is getting back into this season. And it's not fair. He obviously wanted his own players. We've signed one. We signed 1.5. And Buemo's potentially 0.5 done. But he's not a Man United player, so he's not ready for pre-season. He's not in Man United. He's not holding up the shirt. So I think, personally, Man United have failed Amorim. Has he been set up to fail? Who knows? He needs to sign players. Hopefully, he gets back now and he has a little word with the board saying, what's going on? Like, I've left. I've had my season, my summer off. I'm back now. I've got the same team I left with. You've signed one player. And yes, you've managed to keep Bruno. Well done. Where's my signings? Where's my outgoings? Why are these bozos still in the team? Like, I said, get rid of them. But no, he's coming back and it's just not going to be fun. Only other thing we haven't spoken about. Apparently, Rasmus Hojlund has agreed personal terms with Inter. Again, this just could be an agent reaching out. It could be someone from Inter saying, what are you expecting? What's it going to take for you to sign? And I think Hojlund, he just wants a way out at the moment. I still think there's a lot of potential there, and I would like to see him stay. Because I think long-term, there is a player there that we could benefit from and we could get the best out of. But he's gone back, and apparently, if you read the Italian news reports, a fee or wages have been agreed. And both the player and the club are happy with it. So could that mean that we see Hojlund moving on this window? Again, personally, I don't want him to. I think there is more that he can offer us. I think he needs to sort his confidence and get into a good swing. But I think with a good, experienced striker, it could bring out the best of him. But again, let's see. If we need the money to sign other players, then if he's got to go, he's got to go. So just a quick recap before we go. Manchester United have inquired about Brazilian goalkeeper John Victor, who has a price tag of under 6 million. So very cheap in comparison to some goalkeepers we're linked to. He would be coming in as a number 2, but instantly applying that pressure to Onana, just letting him know as soon as he messes up, the number 1 shirt is his, even though technically he's going to be number 1 anyway, probably, because Onana isn't. Rashford, looking more likely to go to Barcelona, now that Nico Williams has decided to stay at Bilbao. I'll say decided, but we all know it's because Barcelona couldn't sign him. Juventus have reached out with a potential Jadon Sancho for Douglas Luiz swap. Manchester United are interested in this and apparently looking into the options. And Rasmus Hojlund has agreed verbal terms over wages and personal agreements with Inter Milan. All that mixed with Ruben Amorim coming back to Manchester. He is at Carrington today. He's come back expecting a whole new team. He's literally got one new player in Cunha, and he's managed to keep Bruno. Apart from that, nothing else has changed. No players have left. No new players have come in. And apart from Mbeumo, it doesn't look like anyone is due to come in anytime soon. So hopefully we get Here We Go for him soon. Again, it could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be Christmas. When will we see it? Who knows? Ongoing conversations are happening between Manchester United and Brentford. Who knows? Watch this space, I guess. As always, thank you for watching. Please drop a like on this video if you can. And if you're not already, please subscribe. I am trying to get to 2K subscribers by Christmas. So if you can help out with that, it would mean a lot. As always, thank you for watching today. I've been Liam, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.